You think you know what you're about to watch, but you have no idea. Because what HBO Max showed you in the trailer for Task is only the surface, and what's hidden underneath could completely change the way you see this series. Imagine being told a story that's so carefully crafted, every word, every glance, every silence is a clue. Now ask yourself, why would they hide certain things from you? Why keep them in the dark unless revealing them would spoil something much bigger, something that goes beyond just a TV show? Task isn't just another crime drama, it's a puzzle, and the pieces are scattered in places you wouldn't expect. Some are hidden in the set design, some in the way the actors breathe between lines, and some in details so small you'd only notice if you stopped and rewound the scene. But here's where it gets strange. The crew working on Task, they've been whispering about moments that never made it to the trailer. Whole scenes shot and edited but locked away in vaults. Why lock them away unless those moments reveal the real truth of the story you and I are not supposed to know yet? I spoke to someone who's worked behind the scenes in shows like this before, and they told me something chilling. Sometimes the most important shots are the ones you're not allowed to see. Not because they're bad, but because they're too revealing. Now think about it. HBO Max wants you to believe Task is a simple story about a crime and its consequences. But what if it's not? What if it's actually about the people behind the crime? The ones pulling strings in shadows? What if the real villain never even appears in the trailer? And what if the biggest twist isn't about who committed the crime, but about why it had to happen? The locations they used are not random. Every alley, every dimly lit room was chosen with intent. And I noticed something. One location in particular appears for only half a second, but it's the same backdrop from a real unsolved case that happened years ago. Coincidence or deliberate hint? And then there's the cast. The chemistry you see on screen didn't happen overnight. Behind the camera, there were intense rehearsals, raw emotional breakdowns, moments where actors had to step away just to breathe because the scenes felt too real. And here's the thing, sometimes reality has a way of bleeding into fiction. I can't help but wonder how much of Task is inspired by true events. They'll never admit to that, of course. But when you look closely, some of the lines feel less like acting and more like confession. And maybe that's why the trailer feels so heavy, even in its quiet moments, like it's daring you to look closer, daring you to ask questions you're not supposed to ask. HBO Max might not want you to know these details, but now you do. And the only question left is, are you ready to watch Task knowing the truth? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what they didn't want.